third is the student-led conference feedback. There's basically, that's the rest of the, I don't know, however many page report that is. Just basically some ideas of summarizing all of that information. We had 91% attendance this fall at student-led conferences. Last fall, when we just did the round robin, we were at 77%. So we jumped up about 14% simply because we scheduled those student-led conferences. You can see on the back side of the first page of my report, the questions kind of down at the bottom half of that page. The questions that we asked our parents was, our conference was, and then their choices were very worthwhile, worthwhile, not worthwhile. Second question was, the information provided by my child and his or her advisor was. Again, the selections were very worthwhile, worthwhile, not worthwhile. Third question, the method of scheduling the conference was, same responses, and then the amount of time set aside for meeting with teachers was, and then the same responses. And then basically the pages that follow are what we asked them for either positive or negative feedback on anything else that would help us in determining whether this was a positive thing for the parents, what we could do to improve the process, probably in summarizing, if there was one area that we could really, make some bang for our buck for, would be making sure that parents are aware that after their conference with their student is completed, they can go meet face-to-face with those teachers that they need to meet with. Yep, it's in an hour time span. They don't have a lot of time necessarily to sit down and meet with those teachers, but they still have that opportunity. Once the student has led the parent through their conference, they can go discuss with the teachers. And some of the comments made us believe as a building leadership team that maybe they didn't feel like they could do that. All in all, I think you'll see in the comments and in how the responses were for the questions, it was a very positive experience for the parents. I know our staff felt very much that way. It was pretty interesting to hear some of our staff say how well the students did in presenting their information to their parents and how they took their time going through their packets and explaining things to their parents. I think our teachers were very proud of our kids for how they did in presenting the information to their parents. Questions on my report?
Was that a one-time thing, or are you going to do that again for conferences?
We're strong sense from the faculty is we'll repeat this in the spring. One of the things the students did also was with their parents, they filled out a goal sheet, and it'll be interesting to bring that goal sheet back in front of them in the spring and see how they've done on that, because it was kind of setting the goal for the rest of the year. Some of them put ITBS on there, some of them put grades on there, some of them put attendance on there. Referral reports were shown as well. Some of them put referral information down there. I want to go the rest of the year with less than 3 referrals, that type of thing. So, but overall, the staff, I think, wants to continue with it just from what they saw in this conference format, what it did for kids.
Go ahead, Shirley.
I read all the comments. I just noticed, and I counted them up as I read them, that there were probably about 36 comments where they did want to have more face-to-face with the teachers. I heard mixed reviews.
And granted, not everybody reads the newsletter. That was stated in the newsletter. In fact, even in the script that the kids went through, I think the very last line was, now mom or dad or whatever, I can't remember verbatim what it was, but if we need to go see a teacher, now it's at the conclusion of our conference, now we can go do that. But I don't think I read that line. You don't think you read that line?
Yeah.
So that was one of the things that we felt in the comments that we could try to communicate better to parents.